Previously on Bali Diaries.
Don't run away. Oh, breakfast day 2. We are in Canggu now, and this is the view from our room. And this is our hectic bathroom. Look at this.
The first place we headed in Canggu was the Insta-famous Kind Cafe. This was pretty as promised and the food was phenomenal. I highly recommend the iced oat frappe. All of this was so good. These fries were pretty banging too. Would defs go back. We wandered the shops in Canggu, checking out clothes, trinkets, even records. It was pretty hot, so ducking into shops was also a chance to cool down.
I got all the title fight records here too.
And I am going straight in there right now. I have never been this sweaty in my life. Just enjoying a bintang by the pool. Who is she?
Yes, you heard that right. Lauren found the only beer she's ever liked in her life, the Lemon Rattler.
We are off to be basic bitches at Finn's Beach Club now. This place was predictably awful, overcrowded with club music blaring, but admittedly it was a really beautiful place to watch the sunset over the water. There's something about sunsets in Asia, they just look different. The sun is so big and red here. We wandered along the beach to another beach club a few doors down, which was a lot calmer and more chill, and got to sit here and watch the sky's beautiful artwork for ages. It was gorgeous. In exciting news, I went on a scooter for the first time in my life, and this was so much fun. I totally understand why people do it. The high I got of this was intoxicating. We were headed to Old Man's Bar for a bit of a sweaty boogie.
This was actually a bit of a painful ferry ride. It gets so hot in the boats, so note for next time, sit on top in the fresh air. When we arrived, we got a juice immediately to recover, and this island is adorable. There's no motorised transport, so you get these little horse and carts to bring your luggage to your accommodation.
Hey buddy. Okay, this is where we're staying. It's called Villas Edenia. Private pool, beanbags, little kitchen area, main bedroom, and there's another bedroom over there. So this is the perfect place to come with like a couple of friends and check out the bathroom. How unreal is this? Outdoor shower? What a vibe.
We hung out here for a while before heading out to explore the nightlife. As I said, no motorised transport, so you zipped around on these battery-operated scooters, which were so much fun. I want one for back home. I had a blast zipping around on these. For dinner, we got this amazing seafood platter, and I am so sad I don't have photos as it was unreal. And then hung out on the beach, patting some cats and watching the moon, as you do here. It was a really lovely way to spend the night.
Good morning. Look at this stunning view. Also really like the roof in here. Very cool. But let's go back to that. Gorgeous. It was pretty easy to book a snorkel tour on the island or through your accommodation. They take you around to some spots around Gili and Gili Air, the other Gili Islands. And gosh, it's just so beautiful. The mountains and scenery around here, the temperature of the water was perfect. It was incredible. Swimming with turtles has been a bucket list item for me, so got to tick that off here. They also have this underground statue which become a coral and fish feeding ground. Lots of pictures being taken here. The coral here was so beautiful. We went to this place called the Blue Coral Garden, which I didn't take my camera with me, but the coral was so lush and alive and colourful and just went on for kilometres. We were swimming and it was like a literal underwater garden.
We've got seafood pasta, iced coffee, strawberry cooler, mojito, mee goreng with this view. Yes!
For dinner, we went to Francisco's Pizza, which came highly recommended, and the food was so fresh and so delicious, just what you needed on a hot night. And then we went to another beachfront bar where a band were playing covers with like a groovy, bluesy twist. They sounded awesome and managed to get everyone in the bar up for karaoke, so a very impressive feat.
Yeah, do not try it with your job.
We had our first rain this afternoon, which was so cozy at the villa. Got this ridiculously rich chocolate fondue cake, and then headed to yet another beach bar for a fresh coconut with a shot of coconut rum in it. Delicious.
Fact for everyone playing along at home. Enjoy.
Dinner was at the Bayan Tree, which was a vegetarian restaurant with healthy fresh food, just what we needed.
Look at the moon. This is our last breakfast on Gili T. Someone's going savoury and traditional, someone's going French. And yes, it's really hard to breathe on this island, so I had to get a ventilator.
No, see that's
This time we sat on the top deck of the ferry in the fresh air with lemon bintangs, which was the move. We did find out that our flight back to the Gold Coast had been cancelled due to a volcano, but we were able to jump on another one without too much stress.
Last hurrah, we are having some vegan sorbet.
Thanks very much.
wild berry and pineapple and coconut. Okay, here's my Bali souvenir update. I got this little white wristband which the guy held up to a flame to prove it was coral and wouldn't burn. This tote bag, which is from a brand called Pals, which sold really cool surfwear, and it's got the inner pocket. Been looking for a good tote with that pocket. Also got this crop tee from the same brand, but I accidentally got the size too big, so that's a bit sad. I have a coaster from Old Man's bar in Canggu, and also the cup from there. And a shop was selling this little plain pin, and I put lots of pins that have meaning to me on my denim jacket, so grab that one too. Put my pin in my board. Just a quick Bali recap from me in my Gili T tea. I had the best time there. The locals in Bali are the friendliest people. You just had a joke with everyone. It was so much fun. It was a really hot time to go. So we went at the start of November, which is just the beginning of their monsoon rainy season. I'd definitely recommend going a bit earlier in the year, so maybe from June to October, because the heat was starting to get a bit much by the end. The prices aren't dirt cheap, so the accommodation is, you can get cheap flights, and the food is, so the bulk of it is, but just be aware that clothing, drinks, and like if you're just getting like a coffee will be the same price as Australia. One thing to note is the air quality on Gili T was pretty poor. It took me a few days to notice, but I thought it was just because people were smoking cigarettes that I was struggling to breathe, but there is incense around every corner. People are burning their rubbish, which includes plastic, and it didn't help with the extreme heat, which resulted in me buying a Ventolin, which I don't use regularly but have used before in my life, just to help me breathe. So again, something to be mindful of. I would definitely go back. My favorite area we went was the Lombok area, and I now have an obsession with Komodo dragons, so would love to do the trip to that island. So if anyone wants to come with me, let me know. Had such a great time, was good to explore. Stay tuned for my next adventure coming soon. Also, this sunscreen has Vaseline in it, and it is absolutely amazing, and I want to bring this to Australia.